Okay, we are live. Good evening, everybody. This is Veronique from Noble Sky International. I am the lead trainer. You've seen me before. And today we actually a little coup and we decided to send Rauf on a special dinner. And instead of having Rauf to come and talk to us, I am very happy that I have Fraser Chu here with us to talk to us about what he does with Noble Sky. And Fraser Chu is the assistant head for asset management and disposition. And Fraser, good evening.
Yes. Good evening, Veronica. Yeah, thank you for inviting me to the Facebook Live. Yeah, I'm
My
very
pleasure.
excited to be here. Very excited
Yeah.
because
So,
this is my first time doing it live.
yay! First time.
Yes, yes.
Next time will be your second time, so it'll be even easier. So tell me something, Fraser, first. That's quite a long title. What is it that you really do
Oh,
for Noble
okay.
Sky?
Yeah, okay. In Noble Sky, what I do is basically I do the property research. Okay, and basically what it means is like crunching the numbers and then finding a good deal, crunch the
Yeah.
numbers, analyze the data, and all that. But ultimately, crunching the numbers is not just only what I do because it would not mean to anything if, let's say, we just do the research without having the legwork done at the site to see the area itself. So both must go hand in hand. So I have also to liaise with the contractors in the US to go down and do the drive-by, take a look at the property and all that. And
Oh, that's
and
quite varied
yeah,
and interesting then.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So Fraser, have you found some gems to share with us?
Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah, so I've actually looked at some auction sites. Okay, so these are the auction sites here. So basically, what you see here, right, is the Orange County in Florida. Okay, Orange
Mm-hmm.
County is well known for like Walt Disney World. All right, I'm sure you know Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
Just to show you where Orange County is in relation to Walt Disney World Resort. Okay, it is only like 26 minutes drive. Okay, and it's like so close by, you know.
Yeah.
And in between this one is Orlando International Airport, and of course you have the Universal Orlando Resort. So it's a very good area to invest in.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Okay.
what we invest in here, this auction site, right? If I were to click on it, okay, you see this list of dates here. Okay, one is on August 13th, 20th, and the 27th of August. So this basically will show you the list of properties that that owners did not pay their property tax. Okay, so
Yes.
and you can see that the auction type is tax deed. So these are the number of properties here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can look on this one, the first one, just to show the viewers
Yeah.
what this
Okay.
property is about. So basically, what you do is that I mean, this is in Orange County, you see, orangerealtaxdeed.com. So
Yeah.
you click on the parcel ID,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it will bring you to the property appraisal page in Orange County.
Ah, I see.
Yes. All right, can you see here? All
Yeah.
right. So you see this guy? So this guy is the one that will send you the bill every year to pay your property tax.
Ah, I
So
see. Okay,
yeah,
that's
so
good to
if you
know.
don't pay your you don't pay your tax, so what he will do is that he will put your house. Okay, this house here, you can just click on the picture and have a look. Okay, he will take your house and then put it in the courthouse steps to put it on auction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is just a picture of the house. So in fact, I have also due to time constraint, right, and the internet connection, I have shown you this is the actual address, the Google map. Okay, I can see the surrounding. Okay, you can see that these
Okay.
are the suburbs area. Okay, we we are basically investing in the suburbs. Okay, we don't invest in the cities because during these pandemic times, right, there's a mass migration of people moving from the high density city area to
Mm-hmm.
the lower density, cheaper cost, cheaper lifestyle, and more space. Because
Yes.
companies nowadays also, are telling the staff they can work from home. So working from home, they do not need to stay in the city, and it's so cramped. And then with the safety distancing measures, in place, so they want a bigger space whereby they can have
Yeah.
an office in their own home. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so what I've done is that once I select the property, right? Okay, I will definitely have to run the numbers and look at the area itself. Like this area is basically uh, not a violent crime area because they have in four categories: A, B, C, and D. D is the worst one.
Okay.
So
We're not going to D. Let's
yeah,
not go to D then, right?
that's
Okay.
still all right. It's still okay.
D is average.
Average, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
And the other thing that we need to look at, which I told you about, oh yeah, you can even find the who's the owner and how much
Ah,
tax
I
you
see.
owe as well.
I see.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Okay.
of course, it's private. I mean, you can still find the information online. Okay. And what I'll show you here is it's pretty high income. The median
There's
household income is pretty high in the area.
there's a lot of information on this, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah, a lot of
Wow.
information here. Okay, so I want to show you the transacted sale price, comparable sales. Okay,
Okay.
so
Right.
you
Right.
can see that the average sales price. Okay, when you click on it, okay, it will show you okay the list of properties that's already sold. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
ranging from 120,000 to 345,000. Okay, and they are all similar size property because the
Oh
one
wow.
that's being mentioned is also about similar size, 1,500 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is 1,006, so they are similar size, and they are all within like the 1 to 2 mile range. Okay, and they are all very recent.
Yes.
So
So
okay, I have actually um, collate all this data, okay, into a spreadsheet. Okay, so I'm going to show you the spreadsheet here.
yeah, that's the important part, and that's the part
Yes,
that not
yes.
all of us
That's
like to
where
do, right?
the numbers,
To
yes.
do all the spreadsheets and everything. All right, so let's have a look. Oh
Yeah,
wow, yes, indeed, big spreadsheet.
yeah. Okay. So, like you see, this all these properties here. So I transferred those data in the spreadsheet because it runs the numbers for me.
Hmm.
Using the Excel formula. So
Yeah.
the fair market value is the average of all the properties that are already transacted. So the fair market value is 236,000.
Hmm.
Okay, and then the houses that are on sale, not yet sold yet, and it's being put on sale. Like some is 2 days, very new listing, and some is like 40 days, some is 71 days.
Yeah.
So this one here is the asking price. So that will give you the competitive market value. Okay.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see. So you could see how much the competition is trying to sell for.
Yes. Yes.
Mm,
So a good
that makes
guide
sense.
would be somewhere like in between these two figures. All right.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
you know that the opening bid for this property is 4,000 US dollar.
Only. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, of course, because this is online bidding, so you
Yes.
will be also bidding with the other investors. So and we will also basically do this part of calculation here. I will take a higher figure for the per square foot at $35 per square foot for the rehab cost. Because
Hmm.
basing on the pictures that I see from Google, maybe I just put on a higher side. Okay, $35 per square foot is quite on the high side. Okay,
Yeah.
so and then closing costs will be because when you want to sell the property to the new buyer, you have to engage a staging company, a realtor to put the house on listing for you. Okay, miscellaneous costs like a title, you have to clean the title before you transfer the house to the new buyer.
Okay.
So all
Yeah.
these I've already factored in. Okay,
Okay.
and then I will calculate what is the maximum offer price. okay, together with my rehab cost. So, and then if I were to win the bidding at 71,000 with my rehab
Mm-hmm.
cost at 55,000, I will have a cash on cash return, okay, and of 52% if I were to base it on a very, very competitive fair market value, which is about 249,000
Okay.
square feet.
So,
Yeah.
so in the case of this property on Florence Street, you
Yeah.
would be targeting selling it at 248,000.
Yes.
Is that
Because
right?
these houses here, they are already being transacted. They are selling at the fair market value of 236. Even if I
Okay.
were to let's say maybe if I want to sell it faster, maybe I think maybe $150 per square feet. I sell at
Right.
232, but I'll still make a cash on cash return of 44%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I
And
understand.
yeah, and you remember that if once this is only just the first level of analysis, all right? So
Yeah.
if I say that this property is good to go through a second level analysis, I would liaise with the vendors, my contractors in US, to go down and take a look to see the property. Is it still in is it still there, or does it suffer like a fire damage and then more rehab costs and all that? So if they were to come back again and say, I think $55,000 is still not good. I think you still got to increase the rehab cost. So I have to reanalyze and compute the data again, and then I might have to even lower my offer price for this
All
property.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The offer price is really, really important, right? It's having
Yeah.
in mind how much you are going to offer, because otherwise you could lose the deal, or you could make a deal that will not be profitable for your
Yeah.
customers,
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
right?
You're right.
So
Yeah.
in this case, what you're saying is anything above 71,000, that would not be worth going for,
Yes. Yes.
right? And when, so we estimate the total cost of this transaction to be how much?
Oh, okay. The total cost is the offer price, right? If we were to win this property in the auction
Yes.
at
Yeah.
21,000, and rehab costs, I mean, if they come back with the analysis and tell me that, yeah, 55,000 is a good estimate, so we will know that the total expenses is 162,000 for this property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
162. All right. So that means that we have to get this many investors that want
Yeah.
to invest a total of 162 before we would consider bidding on this property.
Yes, you're
Right.
right.
And of course, that was my experience in the past. It was my experience in the past that actually that sometimes doesn't happen, right? And the market goes much faster. I think that was the very first property I attended with Noble Sky, where
Uh,
we were bidding in Kings County,
oh, okay.
right? And Kings County is quite a nice place. And while we were bidding, we were bidding for a really nice house. It went right through the price that we had decided upon, and
Oh, yes, yes, and that
they
is very
didn't miss a
important. Yeah,
bid. They didn't miss a beat. They just went next.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because in this case here, if we were to, let's say we have already firm up the numbers, and then if we put emotions into this auction, and then we fell in love with the property, and then we let our emotions take control of us, and then we were to, let's say, oh, if someone were to bid 75,000, oh, maybe we can try 80,000.
Yeah.
That will disturb the numbers here, and then the profitability of this property will go
Yes.
lower
Yeah.
than what we.
This has been my experience as well with the stock market when I was a fund manager, that
Mhm.
people usually tend to lose money when they lose their head, right? So they
Yeah.
become attached. The truth is, these are only investments,
Yes, yes. You
right?
have to
They
do.
are only investments. And that's what we need to keep in mind, that it is only investments,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So it's not for us or anybody to live in. It's for us to make an investment, flip the property, and sell it
Hmm. All
on
right.
behalf of our client. So
Yeah.
for our investors, it's the same idea, isn't it? Right? They're just investing.
Yeah.
So is auction the only way we can get properties? What happens if we go through a number of auctions and we don't get properties?
Oh, okay. Auctions, even though it's a very sexy way to look into real estate investment, okay, it doesn't give you the certainty in getting the property what you wanted, because let's say the auction is on August the 20th, right? So
Yes.
even before August the 20th, the owner might borrow some money from the relatives and say, hey, I don't want my house to be auctioned off on the courthouse. Can maybe he can borrow some money and then pay off the property tax, and then
Yes.
the house will be taken off the auction. Yeah.
Yes.
Or even if it doesn't, and if you still go on auction, you still have the other variables, like there are other bidders who might outbid you. All right. So
Have bigger pockets.
yeah. Right. Yeah. So there's another way. We a much more certain way of getting the property is by dealing with wholesalers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can
So
you
wholesalers.
explain the concept of wholesalers? Because not everybody understands that, especially in Asia, we don't really have them.
Okay, wholesalers are basically the middleman. Okay,
Mhm.
they deal with the property owners themselves. Okay, and not only just one, they maybe deal with a couple in their area, and then what they do is that they will basically drive around the neighborhood and look for vacant house. So the house vacant has, maybe because why are they vacant? Maybe the owner is living out of state and they find it too troublesome to fly back and then deal with the authorities to or maybe the realtor to sell the house, or
Mhm.
maybe the owner has already passed on and there's no one taking care of the house, or so there are many reasons. So the
Yeah.
wholesaler basically will deal with them, and then they will liaise directly with us. Okay, and then
Mhm.
that's it's a much certain way, except that you got to be quick, because this wholesaler will not only just deal with us, but they also deal with other group of investors as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So, do we have favorite wholesalers that we have relationships with?
Yes, a couple. So in fact, they have basically shown us quite a number of properties on their wholesale list. And same thing. So even if the numbers they show to us, they also do their own reports and they show to us why this property is good to buy. We also do our own research. So we cannot just base on what they say.
Uh-huh.
So one of the property that I'm going to show you on wholesale, right, is one of the property that our client expressed interest to buy, and it's going to be transacted soon. So I will just share with you
Yes,
what is
please.
property
Yes,
about.
please. That'd be great.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
yeah, this one here. Can you see?
Okay. Not yet. Give me a second. Just scroll down a bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now I can see it. All right. Now we can see it.
Okay.
I can show it to everyone. Oh, it's
Uh,
in Jacksonville, Florida. Yippee!
yeah, Jacksonville is also a very good county, just like Orange County.
Yeah.
Um, Jacksonville is one of the largest city by population and one of the youngest in Florida. Okay,
Mhm.
they have major employers there, like Bank of America, Merrill Lynch. A lot of people are working there. So
Mhm.
with the this good numbers, right? So Jacksonville is one of the good area that you can invest in as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that makes
so this
sense.
this property is located in Wright Avenue. Okay,
Okay.
this is the
Doesn't
picture.
look like much.
Yeah, as I say, because it's a vacant property, the owner is out of state. Okay, so that's what
Mm.
wholesaler told us, and he find it too troublesome to deal with the realtor fees and the authority. So the wholesaler got hold of the owner and basically does a contract with him, and what he showed to us is that this wholesale price for this property is at 20K, and we also run our own numbers, because after we run our own numbers, we find that the average sale price in the neighborhood is 142,000.
Okay.
So I'll do this, run the numbers in Excel, and then what are the properties sold there, and what are the properties that are put on sale. and then we find out that they are also very recent. You see, July the 1st, June the 25th, June the 24th. So there's a lot of transactions going on in Jacksonville.
This is interesting, right? This goes back to the conversation I was having with our Floridian realtor friend who said that they don't have a lot of supply at the moment and there's quite a few transactions going on.
Yeah, so the wholesaler is actually this is one of the, we are very lucky to have this wholesaler that is in touch with us regularly. So and one of our clients is very interested in this one. So he's going to get this property for himself.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're looking at basically selling it at 125,000, which seems to be less expensive than the average price around.
Oh yeah, because I mean I can sell at 130. Maybe I'll put at 130, and then of course the buyer will definitely want to bargain and all that. So in fact, I think to move it easy, I think 125 people would just grab because the average transacted price for a similar size property, okay, is about $169 per square foot.
Yes, yeah, that makes sense. This house is a perfect example of one of my favorites saying by Rauf, which is that he's always looking to buy the ugliest house on the prettiest street.
Yes, yeah, it fits the description really a lot. The ugliest house. Yeah.
But if it's got good bones, as they say. So then we actually give some of the financial breakdown to people so they know what they're gonna make and the cost and everything, right?
So we estimated we have to be about 4 months, and then the time to find a buyer is about 5 months. So it's about 9 months. All right.
All right. Okay.
So
and so over 9 months.
Yeah, over 9 months, your cash on cash return annualized is 116%. That's very healthy. Yeah. Okay. If you were to be 12 months, it's 87, and then if let's say a year and a half, it's over 58%.
Yeah. Even in 18 months, I'd be quite happy to have this.
Sorry.
That sounds like even for over 18 months, I'd be quite happy to have this kind of return.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So that makes sense. Yes, and I can understand why your client would find it really, why the client would find it really attractive. That makes sense.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So that's from wholesalers. That makes sense. But you do the same amount of research from wholesalers, right?
Yes. We also have to do our own research. We cannot just take it at face value from what people tell about this property. Yeah. So we also do our own research
and send the scouts and have the scouts look at it. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So before we close and send people on to their Friday night, Fraser, I have one more question for you.
Sure, ask. Please ask.
Do you only do number crunching, or do you do other things?
Well, I mean, as I just said earlier, right? Number crunching alone doesn't cut the deal because you really need to marry the ground boots that over there to do the drive-by, so that they'll come back with data that I need to add in again and then recompute the numbers again. So, and on top of that, not only just doing the marrying of these two aspects, I also take care of the rental properties that is on Airbnb, because our clients have also invested in a beautiful house in Houston, Don Blush, okay,
yes,
and made on Airbnb. So I also run the Airbnb project for them.
Okay, all right. Well, that sounds like a lot of work and a lot of fun at the same time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yes.
Yeah. So, is there one last thing that you would like to say to our viewers? Any one last piece of wisdom from Fraser?
Oh, well, basically, I think you when you look in properties, right? Because every property is very, very different. It has its own characteristics, and you have to look at the bigger picture. You cannot just basically, because of that property is good and it's going to be good for every county or every state. So you have to look from macro point of view, and then it's like a sales funnel, a funnel where you go through once you go through the first stage, you go through the much more
Yeah.
deeper level, and then
Mm.
run numbers again, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And
Yeah.
thank you for sharing your current finds. I am rooting for more episodes of Fraser's finds over the next few weeks. So showing more gems and more of the things that you discovered, because
Yeah,
I
I love
think that's also very important. Not just understanding how we do things, but really what we are offering in terms of real hard properties. So
yeah.
thank you so much, Fraser. We appreciate you coming on. I hope your first live wasn't too painful.
I hope it's good. Yeah, I hope people.
And for all the viewers that tuned in, thank you so much for watching live or watching the replay. And hopefully, you learned a couple of things about how we look for properties and how we can decide on which one would be the best investments for you. On that note, I wish you a wonderful weekend. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and happy National Day weekend to
Yes,
Singapore.
yes, it is National Day for you as well. Yes, on
Yeah,
Sunday, right? Happy
yeah.
National Day. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.